Me and Youliana have been together for 5.5 years, and it's been such a long process with the mishmetha and the engagement and the wedding, and COVID. We had to reschedule the wedding twice because of COVID, and we're just looking forward to starting our lives together as as husband and wife.
خبة لا يقابل كل مندي، يعني خبة مندي بتشيلة لا يقابل له مندي دوس كي قابل كي همن بكل مندي وكي بايش بهيوي على الكل مندي خبة بينا يا رخطلة يعني تريدينا بقوارة خا أهولت أوريكا وقاريكو يا بينا يا رخطة سبت خبة بيلي بينو خمر يخطلة بينا خمر يخطلة لا جلد بكربت ولا جلد بتكربت.
I met her through a friend, so my friend was friends with her friend, so she came to Bible studies with those friends, and I went to Bible studies, and through that relationship with my friend, I met her.
For me, it was just how close to the church he was. He liked going to church, and he just his faith was very important to him, and that was important to me. I knew I always wanted to be with someone who was close to the church, close to his family, and I saw that obviously meeting him at Bible studies. He was there almost every weekend, so I knew that he was close to the church, and then by becoming friends I could see that he was really close to his family as well, and that was really important for me.
رقم آمري سرغون رابا تلا كيفي رابا بشلي هابي سبيشالي مبارديلي منيلا because إخناشت أغدادي رابا تلا كيفي يعني أنا ديلي منيلا أيا براتا من يما ديا من بابا ديو غذيلي because بغاندي خزيلة إيو أوا بيلي أغدادي أوا من دي يعني كم شاريثة إيو رابا سباي because آيو أوا بيلي أغدادي so رابا تلا كيفي بالدوا من دي
من ماث الديري سرقن صليلي خشلي طوراني وقلية قارة وبدل خشلنا ومرزخينا مباقور من تناشي مباقور من تمثواثة ايكي لماثت الصن خرايم مطيل الماثت الصن وشقلي يوليانا قام طالب له ايديا من بابو ويمة كالو ادي يوما اخنن كلن هوق جمي لخا درناي وقصنايم كل ملتي
Started as friends, and then from there we just started talking as good friends, and we were speaking for we were friends for a good 3 years. We were just speaking as friends, going to Bible studies and stuff like that, and then eventually it led to obviously me developing feelings for her and her developing feelings for me, and that's when eventually I asked her out. I asked her to be my girlfriend, and then from then, and now we're here 5 years later getting married.
تيلوخ يا أخونا ميقرأ سرقم برزايا طاوة بلبة الصبية بخبة لدبية بولاغة لشقالة يوقرت يوليانا كتيوة لبعاتقتا أوريتا غدتا بشاوغ قورة البابة واليمة طب البختو تاوي تنتر وانتوخن خابصرة أهل الزواغة وقوارة دمشيخاية اديوم ساهت الله خالها وملاخو قديشة وآها كن شدم همنه بدبقرخ منه سرغن قابولة باها برونا رازي له بس مقانو.
We decided that we wanted to get married at Rabban Hormuz. You know, obviously there's no difference between churches, but it was that church that was the first point that I met her, that we started seeing each other. That's where our relationship started, and this is where we want to get married, at that same place, at that same church. You know, yeah.
I'm very nervous about this, but the moment I'm looking most forward to is when I'm walking down the aisle and just, I'm going to be with my dad, who obviously I'm very close to, and just, I don't know, just that moment is going to be very special for me, because when Sargon's going to turn around and see me for the first time, I'm really looking forward to that reaction.
I'm really looking forward to seeing Youliana in her wedding dress for the first time. That is something that I've been looking forward to for a while. I really cannot wait to see her for the first time at Rabban Hormuz, you know, coming down the aisle with her dress. That's something that I'm looking forward to, especially, you know, and obviously the buracha is something that's very important to me. You know, at church, getting blessed by the priests together as one. That's something that I'm really looking forward to as well.
ريلاكس شو تلعب عاود ريلاكس وضغط
خش كلها خش تيلخ يا خاتم يوقرتا يوليانا برزايا طاوة وبلب الصبية وبخبة لدبية بولاغا لشقالم يقرا سرغن تحاوي قد يغقورا مهيرانا اخنا موسى مشيخايا قانون ايوين قلايا وبقدانا شليخايا حد خب قد لبول شليخا ومرة اتبختا صرت لبقورو اخرو خبغرا وخبصرا القرمة كتيوة لبعاتقتا وغدتا بشاوخ قورا البابة واليمة بطب البختو تاوي تنترون توخن خابصرة بتبقرخ منك يوليانا قابولة أهب
هي رازي
رازي له مرة هي ورازي ألها بارخ لكم
Always knew you even when I didn't know you. Don't make sense, but it do. I was on my way to you. Every teardrop fell so heavy, hurt like hell, but heaven sent me through. I was on my way to you.
I'm just very close to my dad, and everyone says that I look like my dad's mum when she was younger. So, and being the only girl as well, I think that's why I'm so close to my dad. It's going to be very hard for me to be passed on from my dad to Sargon.
خيوم مبخ قدمته وقملة قم خبقاري قبابة ديا بابي بين أمر النخة مندي بابا دي قشقت خبدي مريها براتي مو بيت أمرت لي خرط مرة براتو بيا جورة إجا أخني ميت خبزي خيدا دخي سبختش إنجليش سور الدية بابا مكخي كنتي هو يجت أمرا لهم زمياتي
عندي لسارغون ماطون آتي بي شغلات لي آتي بتوي خيو تقبلنا مني ماطون دي لكوشي على وهو تغذيثة مني good luck وقني يطق سارغوني لكوشي على مسكن educated قرية أنا مغذيلة يعني أنا مري قال دي يا بابا بس تخمن إن أو تبيت لي كل تخيخ تويت مني قار قويت كل تخيخ غذيثة مني آتي بتوضى تشوس ليلة أنا برنا خيا لا أنا آتي بيت لي أخني خذية
Yakani getting married is something special to a family, especially in our Assyrian tradition. He's the Yakana, he's the only son. And with my family, I am the last son, so there's no one after me. So this wedding, and she is the last daughter, of course. So this wedding is very, very special to both our families, and it's going to be a very emotional day that day. Especially with my parents and her dad, my mom. They're very emotional, and they're definitely going to cry on that day. Seeing their Yakani kids walking out of the house. This is my suit. When I was 1 year old, I wore this on my first birthday, and I've kept it ever since until today, which is the wedding. So I wanted to use it as use it in the video to show that after 28 years, from this suit to this suit. The wedding is going to be a very emotional day for my mom. My mom is everything to me. I love her, and she will do anything for me. And she's the type of mom that will go above and beyond for me.
كيف تخدنا ايوه من ده يا مقالي هلبت خدشة ليلة رابا صفية قالي أنا أول ليلة وقالي طبيعي بس من ده كيف تخدنا زمر والي خدشة خي أنا لين زمرتها بس أويا ما بشلي زمرتها قسرقن وين زمارة قسرقن من كل تلبي ويوليانا كزرابة وأنا غبيتها بو يوما مشورالي بشلي زمرتها ويوما هي رابا يوما باسيمة ويا أبو يوما رابا غبالي.
The groom will go and shower before he gets dressed. It's a sign of he's cleansed, he's cleansing his single life, getting rid of his single life and going towards marriage. So that's the sign of the shower. So we also have very traditional Assyrian clothing. It's the Jilud Khumala, where the guests, most of the guests wear these traditional clothing, and these bright, blue, red, yellow, all these different colors and feathers, hats with feathers, and all these chains and jewelry on their bodies. It's a very traditional type of clothing that they wear. We have it at the palata, and we're also you can also have it at the reception, where a lot of people come to the reception with this Jilud Khumala. So it's very traditional. I actually wore them. Me and Youliana wore the Jilud Khumala to my Khitna, which happened last week. We actually entered together wearing those traditional clothing because it's very traditional.
ببرونا وروخة قدش العالمين قل له ختنا خقيرة وبك خشابيرة قديلة بكليلة ختنا شميانة اللخ يا كلتا الزارب تخيتي وتجو بختاتي سوقلتي وتشبر عيثناي واللخ يا قاري وميقرات اديوم برشامة وطوصت يخنن مع مدانا واللخ يا قاروطة مسوقلتا ميوقرتا عالكنشن كله من قياسه رخمة وبركاثة وطيبوثة آلهن صغيدة هاي مشبخة الله همشة والعالم عالمين آمين سرغون ويوليانا قورة وبختة هاوي تنبريخن شغلة بختوخ
Toss and turn, reaching for the air so your lungs don't burn. No one should have to live like this. You're so much more than just a miracle. There's nothing weak inside your soul. You're not afraid to lose control. You have to feel this pain, but you never get a rainbow without the rain. And once you let go, you can never be the same again. I'm gonna stay right by you.
And it's at that time where the bride and groom have to, finally enter. I love that time where, the lights go dim and first time the doors open, bride and groom entering with the fireworks and the smoke. It's an amazing entrance, and that is the most thing that we are nervous about, but it's something that we are both looking forward to.
ختنا وكالو Mr. Sargon with beautiful bride Mrs. Youliana
كلي قرا مرلك زوجك خليا مرلك كل يتسوق رامي دول ختنا ور كلي قرا مرلك زوجك خليا مرلك كل يتسوق رامي دول ختنا ور.
We have the big Assyrian wedding of 600 guests arrive, and there's chigga, and there's food, there's dinner, there's slow dancing, cutting the cake, and a lot more chigga. The whole night is just chigga, this Assyrian traditional dancing, gubare, bagiye, shaykhani, everything. There's Arabic music as well, so it's a very traditional wedding we're having.
بتفاقد ملكة دارمشي عزيزة سارجون زمرتا قمتها بشترى مقروطة قايمة أزستا عين إلى مريم أوديشو
قداها ليلة بدارم شاخليا رقدم مبروني خارق داش اليا هم كل دنيا طلبا من مريا نطر ريقاتي أزوغا خليا.
On our wedding day, we're actually having a mum and son last slow dance before I slow dance with my wife. This last 2 weeks is very, very emotional for both my parents, of course, even my dad. But my mum is more emotional than my dad. She tends to cry a lot. You're gonna leave us. You're no longer gonna be in the house. It's gonna be a quiet house. Every time you go away for a couple of days, the house is empty. It's spicha, as they say. Is that what they say?
Second song is Da Dandora بتويا مقروطة من أزستا يوليانا قبابو عزيزة خشابة سامزية زمرت تري دادان دورة بابا وبراتا
لو ببراشا بابي لو بخشارات
شباكم بليز قسام زية قيوليانا يكنتد بابا
براتي ويتد كل تخي براتي أخ جدي واني أتقاطع بي
And I think I'm going to be very emotional, and especially the father-daughter dance. I'm just going to be a waterfall. I'm going to be crying because even now I found the song that I want us to dance to, and every time I play it I just start crying. And usually I don't cry in front of people, but I don't think I'm going to be able to help it.
تبرش لك خيط قنو تمصي لك خوبي
I would like to give a special thanks to my friend Odi for his support and all the staff in Babylon. Mazen for your help in the assembly and fit out of the venue. John Emmanuel for the amazing flower, and Essam from Diamond Videographer. Also, a special thanks for the singers and musicians and family and friends. They have come from Melbourne, Canberra, Wollongong. I ask you all, enjoy and dance the night away. Please raise your glasses to Sargon and Youliana.